Hold one, Josie, hold one.
And have a go at it. Got him.
Oh.
Look at the size of that thing.
That is yellow belly, is it?
Look at the size of him. Welcome back everyone, Josh here. Today I've come back out, we're going to be heading out, we're going to go out the bush, try and find some firewood. It's getting to that time of year again, it's been absolutely freezing. We've had some frosty mornings. I've got the motley crew with me today. Josie, Annika, Eileen. And I've done pretty good here in the past. I think we come here once, we're on the other side of the highway, and I set a trap down near this tree and done really good. And we set one near the culvert there, and we only got 3. So I reckon we'll string some traps out along here and see how we go. Now remember last time we were here, I set one off the culvert and we only got 3 yabbies. I set one out near this tree and we got about 10 or 12 really good yabbies. So I reckon the first one we'll put out near this tree. It's a little bit shallow there. It's a little bit shallow there, so I'll just... And it's a bit deeper there. I reckon it might have been sitting up on a stick or something. So we'll set the first one there and we'll keep moving along this hole. Just have a look along this hole, Eileen. Sort of starts at the culvert and it runs up right up there, probably 40 metres I guess.
40.
And I've brought 4 traps with me today. We'll set these traps.
Can I throw one in?
Yeah, you can throw this one in, just put it here. And we won't go too far, string them out probably 7, 8, 10 metres I guess. Throw that one out, Josh. Just straight out there.
Hey, that's big.
That'll do for the second one. And for trap number 3, try and get it in the middle, Josh.
How do you?
I don't think we're going to catch many yabbies like that.
I'm sorry. I'll try again. That's not the middle.
Yeah, I'll go again. I'll put it in.
That's not the middle either.
It's actually a fair bit shallower than last time I was here. We'll just have a look, see what the depth's like. Well, that's a bit deeper there, so we might just go just off the bank. And this last one, I reckon we might walk down here a little way and put it down by itself.
In the middle?
Just try and get it out there up the right way will do. Nah, I'll pull that in because the rope was wrapped around it. As soon as we go to pull it in, it's going to pull it upside down.
Let me.
Take 2.
Ew, mud's under.
That'll do.
No, it's sticking up.
No, that's all right. It's not very deep here. I don't think we're going to do much better. And like I said, the morning's been getting really frosty. We've had frost on the windscreen every morning that I've been up. It's probably been down to about -3, I think. There's been snow up in the hills. So I'm not expecting a great lot. I did wash my hands there earlier and it's bloody icy. The girls been whinging we need some firewood, so let's go and get some.
And I'm driving.
So we're at a part of the bush where I've never been before, and I just thought I'd give you a bit of a heads up. You don't just go cutting firewood anywhere willy-nilly. We're at a particular spot where we are allowed to be. We've got written permission to be here. There's a few rules you got to follow, which I'm not going to go through now, because I don't want to give you the wrong idea, because it's going to be different everywhere. In this particular place where I'm cutting, I've got certain rules that I have to follow, which we will be following. And I'll just give you a bit of a rundown of what we're going to be looking for. So, as I said, I've never been out here before. I don't know if there's any wood. There's going to be some decent wood here, but we're going to have to do a bit of exploring around to have a look for it. This is the type of tree that we're looking for. You see this tree here, Eileen?
Do I go
an ironbark tree?
The whole tree?
Yeah. Now, obviously, that one's green. Not allowed to cut down trees. Don't go down chopping down trees. We're only looking for wood that's already on the ground, that's dead, well seasoned and solid. So we'll go for a bit of a drive. What I'll normally do is I'll pick a main track. We've got a main track here, and we'll generally have little tracks running off. And I'll take the little tracks and I'll be scanning through the bush for logs that have already been down. Years and years ago, the wood timber cutters have been through here, chopped down really big trees like this fella here that I just showed you. And what they used to do is make the railway sleepers out of them. A lot of the railway sleepers, pretty well throughout the country, of ironbark sleepers, would have come from this area. It's a really hard, dense wood, burns for ages. And what they used to do, you can see the main trunk of the tree, they'd cut the top off and the branches off, and they'd use the main trunk to make sleepers. And they'd just leave the top of the tree just sitting where they've cut it. And what we're going to be looking for is those tops, because they'd be nice and solid, seasoned like I'm talking 50, 30, 50, 80 years ago they were cut down. And quite often, if they had any really nice straight bits that weren't big enough to cut a sleeper out of, they'd pile them up through here, and if you're lucky enough, you'll find a pile of those logs, and they're the really choice firewood. So we'll keep moving. When we find some, we'll pull up and have a look. So we've been driving through the bush, taking all the little tracks. Eileen's pointed this log out, and I just thought I'd just pull up and give you a look at what not to look for, or what to look for and not cut in this particular area anyway. Have a quick look at the log. Looks like a nice, beautiful, big, straight, solid log, well seasoned. But as you can tell, when you have a close inspection, just kick a bit of that away. Come down here and have a look, Eileen. See all this dirt and stuff that's all through the wood? That's all termites, and that's what you want to avoid. Look at that, see that? That's termites. And just having a look, the whole log is full of termites. There's a hollow at either end. You want to avoid the hollows, especially in this area. As soon as you go cutting into that with your chainsaw, these little termites have dragged dirt up from the ground. Around here is full of really fine sand, and as soon as you hit it with your chainsaw, you're going to ruin your chain straight up. So that's what to look for to not cut. So we'll keep moving along, see if we can find something decent.
I remember.
Well, we're heading through a really, really thick part of the bush here, and I think someone's had a really bad day. And it doesn't look that old. I would say that someone's stolen a car and brung it out here and stripped it out. I would say they've probably, not too sure what the Cadillac converter is, but that could be it there actually. I don't know why they've unbolted the muffler and just left it sitting there. I know the Cadillac converters are worth a lot of money, which I don't even know what one looks like, whether that's it, or whether it's the piece that was in between. Anyway, hope we're having a better day than that. So we've been driving up this little bush track. We've come to a dead end. There's actually quite a few of these tops along here. We'll come in and have a look that we can back the ute straight up to. And this is what we're looking for. You can see this well-seasoned timber, solid. You can tell by looking at the ends there's no hollow in it. It's all solid. Very little signs of any termites. It's up off the ground, and we've got this one here, and there's probably 15 or 20 like this along the track. So we'll get the chainsaw out and we'll smash some firewood out, and we'll get this one here and we'll keep working along, and we'll just get the ute filled for today. I'll bring the trailer back out on another day, get a decent load. So I got all the hard work done. I'll give you a look at it. And we've got the loaders on the job here. Annika carrying all the big blocks. And I'm going to give you a look at this firewood because it actually is bloody nice wood. Have a go at that. Absolutely solid. No sign of any white ants in it at all. Solid, heavy. You can hear it. And I actually got a bit more off this little top than what I thought I'd get. Got a heap of good blocks up through there. Heap of blocks up through here.
Just what?
Annika loading all the big ones.
Wait, I'm gonna.
I'll get them bringing it over to me and I'll stack it in the back of the ute.
Down and you put it in the truck. I'd rather drink water.
What's wrong? You worn out?
I'm not.
Only loaded half the ute load, look. They're all ready for a rest.
No, I'm not.
So we ended up with a nice little bit off that top. There's 2 rows like that. Beautiful solid timber. We'll keep working down and get into another one, I think.
Can I drive?
So we got the ute as full as it's going to get today. There's not a lot. I ended up getting 3 rows. This last log did have a bit of a hollow in it, but it was no dirt and there's no termites left in there. We've got a few blocks left over here. We're going to leave these here because we're going to come back tomorrow with the trailer. We've got a nice solid log here. Check this one out. This log here is, check out where I've cut it and tested it. Don't get much better than that. That's well seasoned. And just to give you a bit of an eye, we'll come over here and have a look. And this is what you want to be looking for. Check out the end of the log there, Eileen. See that? Solid as. Just coming and inspecting the log. Absolutely solid. No dirt, no termite marks in it at all. We've got branches that run all the way down, nice long branches. And if you have a look just over the way here, there's another 2 there, which are the same. And there's a big one over here. This big one over here is absolutely brilliant. He's solid as all the way along and some good sized blocks. And another one there. So just in this little area here, there'll probably be enough to keep us going all winter. It's a bit thick getting in here, but we'll get the trailer in here. There's a bit of a track coming up through right to these logs. And there's like I said, there's probably another 15 of these back down this little track. And we'll call this the outback track because of that outback that was on its back or on its side back at the start. So anyway, we'll head off and we'll go and check these traps and see if we've got anything to cook up.
Oh, okay.
Rightio, we've been out and found our firewood, got a good little load, ute load. We'll head back tomorrow with the trailer and get a proper load. We're going to start down the highway end and see how we went. Oh yes, I wasn't really expecting too much. Josie's nearly lost them all. Well, there you go. There's a heap of bloody nice ones in there.
Oh my god, they're massive.
I wasn't really expecting too much.
Oh my god.
Yummy.
I only brought a little bucket. Hopefully the rest of the traps are as loaded as this.
Annika, you wanna hold
It's
one?
absolutely freezing. Like we've been getting -3 conditions.
Go on, hold that one. Go on. Really? She's
Hold it
not
up for the
scared.
thumbnail.
Ati, here. Sure.
So I wasn't expecting that. We actually got a fairly good trap full out of that. We've got 3 really good sized ones in the bucket already. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 13 really good yabbies there.
There's a water bug in there.
Considering how cold it's been, I really didn't expect to get anything. So hopefully the other traps have done half as good as that. We're going to get a good feed out of this. And beautiful clean yabbies too.
Yeah.
There was a water bug. It's the second trap now, guys.
Got the second trap. Don't muck around with Joe's. Pull it straight up and pull it hard. Oh yes.
That was heavy.
Kidding me? I didn't expect to get anything here today. There's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's another 8 yabbies in there. And they're beautiful clean yabbies too.
One's dead.
There's nothing there of any
What's
real
dead?
size.
The yabby.
But they're definitely not small either.
What's that? What happened to it?
No, it's not dead. It's just on its back.
Oh.
They thought it was dead. It's definitely
Yeah.
not dead.
What's
You reckon it's dead? Put your finger in there.
Try. No, it's sleeping. Having a nap.
There you go. We've got 20 odd already. No real monsters in that lot, but
Get.
they're not small either.
Yay.
That's actually quite surprising. We might even go to the lake next weekend and have a go. If they're still on like this.
The third trap now.
Trap number 3. Anything
Oh,
in
there's
it?
another one.
Oh, there's only 3 in this one.
3.
There's another one
One
at
is
the end.
dead also.
No, they're not dead. They're just cold and doughy.
They are cold.
There's only 3 in there, but we'll take them.
Okay.
And one thing I have noticed here, the water level's sort of starting to drop a bit. And I'm not seeing a lot of yabby holes. It's like when we set them earlier, I said to Eileen, there's not many holes here. I don't know how we're going to go, but they must have just not burrowed in yet. Righto, Annika, check this one. And this trap's in really shallow, so don't know how. 50-50.
Oh, there's
One.
a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's only one in that one, but he's a nice, clean little yabby. Well, they're not little, just not monsters. We've got a couple of nice monsters in there. So we actually done pretty good on that run. We're back home, and I'm going to give you a look at what we actually got. And it surprised me how many we did actually get. And they're all beautiful, clean yabbies. There is a water bug still in there. We'll get that fella out before they go in the pot. Some absolute beauties in amongst them. Look at that. So I had them yabbies in some nice clean rainwater for probably about an hour. Put them in the freezer, probably half an hour I guess. And now they're going for a nice warm bath. So I'm just going to blanch them in there for probably 3 minutes I guess, just so they're easy to peel. I'll peel their tails and then we'll come back. I'm going to run a comparison on a couple of ingredients that I've got here. I'll give you a look when we get back. So what we're going to do, we're going to run a bit of a comparison today. In this bowl I've got some Filipino crispy fry with the garlic flavour, and in this bowl I've got this lightly seasoned fish fry mix. I got given a heap of this to test out, and we tried it on a bit of chicken. It was actually pretty bloody nice. So we're going to have half the yabbies in the crispy fry and half in the coating, what's it called, coating mix for lightly seasoned fish. And it's actually not too bad. And I actually didn't think we'd get as many as what we got in such a short time. We were only out firewood cutting for probably out there for a couple of hours. But that water, when I washed my hand in it this morning when we set the traps, was absolutely freezing. As soon as I felt the temperature of the water, I thought there's no way we're going to get anything. But as you've seen, that first trap had a fair few in it. If we had set them all up that end, I reckon we would have probably done pretty good. We'll go somewhere decent tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next weekend, sorry. And I reckon we'll give it a good crack. So what I'm doing, I'm just giving these a good toss around in the coating mix and then straight in the oil. I'll get all these cooked up and we'll come back and we'll have a taste test and see which one they reckon. I'll give the taste testers a go, see which one they reckon's the best. So here's the finished product. We've got the fish coating mix here and the crispy fry over here. You can clearly see the difference. The crispy fry is a lot lighter in colour than the coating mix. We'll have a bit of a taste test and see what they reckon. The Josie's got the garlic crispy fry. What do you reckon? Hot?
Hot.
What do you got, Eileen?
Okay, good.
They both got the garlic. I got the what do you call that? The coating mix. We're just going plain, no sauces, no other seasoning.
Let me taste this one.
And it's not too bad, but it's probably not the best. Definitely.
That's the lightest one.
That one just tastes like plain yabbies.
Yeah. That light coating mix hasn't really got any taste. Just tastes like fried yabby basically, but that garlic crispy fry, 10 times better. What do you reckon?
Yummy.
So I think we'll go with the crispy fry next time. That garlic crispy fry is probably, I would say, 10 times better than that light coating mix. It's all right, but definitely nothing to write home about. I reckon next time what we might try the yabby tails like me and Josie cooked that catfish out at Copeton. We'll put a bit of curry powder on them first, then put that crispy fry on them and give that a go, because that catfish that we tried out there at Copeton Dam, that was absolutely bloody perfect. Anyway, we'll leave this video here. Done surprisingly well. We might head out next weekend and give them a good crack, I reckon. And we'll catch you on the next one.